topic is about applicability and adaptation. So what are the most common challenges trainers face when implementing these exercises? How can they be overcome?
Yeah. So from my experience, this method craves and needs that the trainers themselves show themselves in their vulnerability. And it can be a common misunderstanding that, okay, I'm the trainer, I'm the neutral person, I can put myself outside of this and I will do this with a group of people. But this is not how theater of the oppressed works. Because we have to take ourselves also in and we have to show our real person and our own challenges so that this can actually work. Because this is really to break oppression. It's not to recreate it. And if we would put ourselves outside of it and not show who we are and what positions of power we have, we would recreate this. So it can be a challenge for trainers to actually show themselves in that. And in some settings and institutions, it can be also hard to create the situation of like, I actually have to show myself as a real person while there is other structures around that make it difficult to be that. But in order to do this method, we have to be our real person. We have to look at where do we have power over people? How can we change this? How can we meet people with this honesty?
And how flexible is the toolbox in terms of group size, time constraints, and facilitator experience? Perhaps you can share some examples of how trainers have adapted exercises to different cultural or social contexts.
Yeah, so I think with this toolbox and the exercises that we chose, it is very flexible. Some exercises you can use with smaller groups, some with bigger groups. You can make it shorter, you can expand it to make it longer. The most important part is that you connect with the group and actually check in, okay, what is the capacity of the group? How much can people actually focus at the moment? To really openly and transparently check in. I think that's the most important part. You asked about the different cultural and social contexts and how it's been adapted. The method comes from Brazil, from the 60s, from Augusto Boal, and he's been very clearly working against dictatorship. So he worked together with oppressed groups, a clear homogeneous group, but then later he had to go to exile. He had to flee from there. And so then it developed, the method developed, and he used a lot more image theater exercises because he didn't use the language where he then lived. So it was much more focused on the body. Then later it has been adapted again because when he came to Europe for the first time, he realized that people actually have a hard time to talk about oppression. People feel oppressed, they don't really feel like they can do what they really want in life, but they have a hard time to put the finger on who is the oppressor. So new parts of this method, the rainbow of desires, exploring internalized oppressions came up. And so it goes, and the method keeps on developing. And now, since quite a long time, also in Israel Palestine, another part of this method has been developed, the methodology of polarisation, because there was the need of Israelis and Palestinians wanting to work together. So not one group that is oppressed that wants to do something against the oppressor, but together, how can we meet each other? How can we rehumanize one another? How can we look at the pain together and overcome it? So yeah, it's been adapted, and this is an invitation for you, wherever you are, to also check in with others around you. What would we need so that this method can actually serve us and transform a situation of oppression into something more just?
So there is a strong suggestion for adaptation.
A strong, yeah.
Connect with your group and adapt the method and focus on the moment.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.